The Travelers Championship goes into a sudden death playoff, and for the very first time, Bubba Watson comes out on top, playing in his very first playoff.
Settle in as we rewind the week with the latest edition of Monday Backspin from PGA Tour.com.
Bubba Watson, Corey Pavin, Scott Verplank battling it out in extra holes, but only one player comes out on top. Hello everyone, I'm Casey Black at TPC River Highlands. For the first time in his career, Bubba Watson wins on the PGA Tour. With his approach on the 18th, the first playoff hole, Watson stuck it within inches. But with Scott Verplank making his birdie as well, the pair headed to the 16th while Corey Pavin was out. Watson went on to par the 16th, winning for the first time. And even before the playoff, it was an exciting tournament. At the beginning of the week, the focus, though, was more on the girls than it was the guys. On Thursday, the Travelers Championship hosted the second annual Women's Day. Susie Whaley, only one of a handful of women who have played on the PGA Tour, conducted a seminar teaching women of all ages and abilities the game of golf. The women were also invited to take part in financial and health seminars before heading out to the range. And the range is a story in and of itself. It is the second largest on the PGA Tour at 23 acres. It's just 2 acres shy of TPC Sawgrass. There are more than 100,000 square feet of tees, a 360-yard driving range, 11,000 square foot putting area, and 13,000 square feet of chipping areas. The Mammoth practice facility is also home-based for the First Tee of Connecticut, and right now a new 9-hole golf course is being built adjacent to the facility. And speaking of practice, Justin Rose got in a little bit of extra practice on Tuesday when he stuck a wedge on 15 and a half. And 15 and a half is this red umbrella that sits right between 15 and 16. On Tuesday, only 29 of 106 players hit the 40-foot wide umbrella. Since Rose was closest to the hole, Travelers donated $10,000 to Rose's charity, the Central Florida Children's Home. We talked to Rose earlier in the week about the shot.
Yeah, no, that was a cool little shot. I mean, they set up a funky little hole out there, hit it into their logo, the Travelers logo. But managed to hit a wedge to about 4.5 inches from the hole. Yeah, Central Florida Children's Home was ecstatic with a $10,000 donation, and got to thank Travelers for that.
Bob Stevens from the PGA Tour Network has more on a great week here at TPC River Highlands.
My lasting impression of the 2010 Travelers Championship, over and above the great story of the winner and this wonderfully quirky golf course that gives up so many birdies and eagles, is the incredible job the Travelers has done in growing this event in the 4 years they've been the sponsor. From chartering an airplane to bring the players back from the U.S. Open on the West Coast to this event. Who would want to have an event the week after the U.S. Open on the other side of the country? Well, Travelers would. They've embraced it. They've grabbed it. They got 35 players to come back from the West Coast to play in this event this year. They also, of course, have been great to their fans. The Patriots Outpost added this year, inviting all military personnel, active duty, veterans, just about everybody into the tournament for free and giving them a special place to come and enjoy a few moments away from the golf right here in the middle of the golf course. It's been a wonderful week for all of that. Yeah, they've done the charity thing, as every tournament on the PGA Tour does. The Hole-in-the-Wall Gang Camp that started by Paul Newman up in the Litchfield Hills is the big beneficiary, but the JCs also shares in the money, and that means it keeps it in town. The Travelers has thrown all of their employees into this thing. They've got everybody out here working, being a part of it, marshaling, just helping people out, have a good time. Yeah, they even had a little rain shower so they could use the Travelers umbrellas earlier in the week. It's been a fabulous week here. Now it's on to Aronimink, Philadelphia, a place that has not had a PGA Tour event in quite some time. I hope they have a lot of fun down there next week.
Thank you, Bob. The next stop of the PGA Tour, AT&T National. Don't forget, you can always head to PGATour.com for live scoring, video updates, and much more. Again, keep it to PGATour.com.